Man, those look good. That is one of the best mushrooms, everyone. Hands down. Come on, Indy Coho. Oh, one just rolled in front of me. Just rolled in front of me. We did it, kids. We got him. Just beautiful fish, too. Gorgeous. I heard a shot. I heard a shot. I heard a shot. There's some does taking off right there. Oh my God, fingers crossed that what we have just found is edible because they're giant. And normally when they're this giant, they're not edible. But our fingers are crossed, so maybe it'll happen. Look at this thing. This has to be one of the biggest shaggy manes I've ever seen in my life. Mini, easy. Look at that thing. It's as big as my hand, and I got a big hand. I think it's edible. I think that guy's edible. We might be eating it right away, though. Here's a couple more that got knocked over or ran over. That one looks good. Yeah, I mean, that's edible. Oh, they smell so good. I think there's some more over here. They look like little ghosts. Little ghosts of breakfasts to come. All right, well, the day started. We got 2 delicious mushrooms for breakfast. That's a good way to start the day. We're going 48 hours, hopefully eating and harvesting and surviving only on what we catch. So that is the goal for this trip. That is the goal for this little camp trip. We got deer tags, we got mushrooms, we got fish in the river. Who knows where we're going? We're just gonna point the truck in one direction and take off. So here's step number 1, breakfast. Dude, let's cook it up right now. I'll just do it for the video. I've never seen one this big. I've never seen one edible that big. Oh, you got the little buttons. Got the little buttons on the backside. Hey, we're buttons on the backside. So these ones are perfect. Just these little nebulars. But then this one is not. That's awesome. I've never seen one that big that wasn't all black like this other one. You can see, this is what it looks like when they turn bad. They're called ink caps or shaggy mane is what I like to call them. That's what some people call them, but they turn into ink. You can actually use the once this thing does transform and finally starts to decompose, big words. Once these things actually start to decompose, I think you can actually use the byproduct for ink. It gets that gnarly. So I need a little quill. I'll write you a story. We'll write a novel. All right. Step number 1, we got some breakfast. That's pretty cool. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning already. We've actually been out here cruising around for a couple days. Deer season did just start a couple of days ago, and I'm not gonna have time to hunt elk season this year. So we are leaving for Chile. I think I've made this announcement already, but we're leaving for Chile here in a few weeks. So we're trying to slam dunk as many of these stay fishies as I can, so I don't miss any weeks while I'm gone for you guys. But I've been out here looking for a deer for a couple of days, trying to do some scouting, and we thought, heck, today was the best day of all to start this challenge. So what I'm doing here is I'm cleaning off, just cleaning off a little bit of the dirt, the deer tay. This thing's most commonly like to grow right on the side of the road, so organically they usually will have some dirt on them or some gravel. I'm gonna trim just the bottom end of that just in case it's starting to turn. There it is. Oh, these things here are so amazing, you guys. They taste so flipping good. Mushroom 2, the dirtiest. Oh, now it's broken. Mushroom 2, broken. Mushroom 3, tiny. Should have stopped and waited, or should have waited to cook these till we got to the creek to wash them off, but I didn't want to break them apart. So, all right, let's get to frying. Coca-Cola. Exactly, clean pan. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Let's get in here. Need to get on some seasonings. We got, what's we got here? Oh, what do we got here? Not much apparently. Some crackers. Okay, we do got butter. That's important. Never do a survival challenge without butter. That's my motto. crap, all we got's blackened seasoning. We're running low on the hippie cowboy. Send help. Send help. We're out of the hippie cowboy. Oh, I guess that's all we got. Some blackened seasoning, but that's not gonna suck. That'll still taste good. What do they even make strikers, people? I don't know. There we go. Now we're cooking with fire. Well, where did I put my knife? There's my knife. There's my knife. That's not a knife. What you got there? More shrooms.
More shrooms.
Grab the shroom book. We're gonna check these ones out. So Will just found some other mushrooms. They smell all right. I think these are bacillus is what I think they are, but we're gonna check the mushroom book and see if they're edible. In the meantime, we're gonna chop up these ones. Was this up road?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Will found some more. He did find one more shaggy, which is a damn good sign. That means there might be, once you hit the right elevation with these things, you can really start to load up on them. And this is a hard mushroom to load up on. They're pretty rare. Not super rare. The nice part about them is they always grow on the side of the road, but they are pretty rare. Okay. We got these things going. They already smell great. I'm gonna throw that little chunker in there. I don't know, man. It does look like a matsu. I'm pretty, God, it really does. I think it might be. It might be Mazutake. No, keep going. Those ones, that's not what it is. Okay. What's that other one? Oh, Amanita.
Yeah. I don't think it's that one.
No, it's not that one. I found those ones before, though. I almost ate them.
Yeah, they're pretty...
On accident. Oh. Lexapris? Leucapsprius. I don't think that's what it is. I think one thing is true, though. I don't know how to read that good. I can't read that good.
Same here. We're both on the same boat.
I don't know. It doesn't smell that good. Doesn't smell like the shaggy manes, I'll tell you that much. And that's important. I think that's my biggest rule I share with you guys a lot, especially, is don't eat a mushroom that doesn't smell tasty. These things look a lot, I'm getting my butter ready. Sorry guys. These things look a lot like a, they look very, very similar to the Mazutake, but you know what, we'll save them. This will be enough for a nice little snack. Even for the both of us. All we're missing is the gravy. But, I don't know.
Because that's how I found them.
Okay, short stem Rosilla. See, I was right. It's Rosilla. Edibility. Edible, but insipid. Insipid. All right, well, I'm not down with insipid. I've never met a good insipid thing in my life, so.
That is very insipid.
What an insipid remark. That's way too much butter, but whatever. Mama said, half stick of butter make anything taste good. There, we'll take out a tiny bit.
Constantly mallow, whatever, because it mimics prized edibles such as the white matsutake and forms promising shrumps.
Man, but pretty much is explaining our lives right now. That's funny. Whatever, we're gonna find more shaggy manes. Hell with these white Rossillas. I was right though, I'm pretty proud of myself. I wasn't just making up words today, guys. Okay, a little bit of blackened seasoning. That's all we got is blackened seasoning. Well, I know, I forgot the hippie cowboy. It's in the cupboard. I left it. And the freaking animal style. Man, those look good. I literally just drooled. It didn't get on my hands this time, but it did. I did just drool. Okay, they're done. Here you go. Have you ever had shaggy manes? Here you go. Honorary first bite.
Yeah, the first one that, when I tried them, oh man,
that is one of the best mushrooms, everyone. Hands down. Or what I hope we find, though, is what I found on the last episode, you guys. I had to get out of the rain. As you could tell on the last video, it was starting to get to me pretty bad. It was very wet. We went through all of our rain gear that first day. Had a hard time finding mushrooms. Thank goodness we had Gary to bring us some of the mushrooms, but I got the heck out of there, like I said. So we're on the drier side of things now, on the opposite side of the mountain. But what the entire rant consisted of, the thought process was, I hope we find a cauliflower mushroom. Where we're at here is very good cauliflower mushroom territory, and they don't get as wet over here. It doesn't rain quite as much, so we stand a chance. I'm going to try to find some dead tamarack trees, and then hopefully we'll start finding them. Too bad we didn't find some turkey eggs. Unreal. Well, it was a good breakfast. Let's go pile up some meat now. Now's what we need is protein. I guess that's pretty proteiny. That's the cool thing about mushrooms is they're really high in protein and they don't have anything to do with meat. So it's kind of cool. Anyways, back on the road. We are going to do a little bit of road hunting, which basically means you drive around hoping to see a deer. But a lot of what we're doing is trying to get towards the destination where this video will continue. So we got a long ways to go though. Let's go. Let's get going. Let's go. Let's go right now. Come on, man. Where have you been? Where have you been? Where have you been? Where'd you take your daughter? You just got her all wet. Okay, another roadside source. Yay! These might be some bleeps, or better known as bleats, but I like to call them bleeps. Yep. These are, I believe, I forget what they're called. I think orange bleeps. Not as tasty, a little insipid. These ones are. What we're really looking for now is chanterelles and the not oyster mushrooms, the cauliflower mushroom. That is the two that are gonna taste the best. So, I don't know, it's awfully shroomy in here. Maybe we should try off the road a little bit. The culvert right there is obviously some water dumping out and going through. That means mushroom territory. Insipid, insipid, insipid. What's going on down that road? I don't know. I just got a cool feeling about that road for some reason. I don't know why, but I just got it. Something told me, hey, go here. Let's go see what's down there. You know, sometimes you just get a feeling. You guys just heard our conversation, but something, I don't know, something told me to take this road. Something said, Jordan, turn here. And I said, okay. I know, it's awfully mushroomy. I'm not gonna see a deer or anything too far in there. We will see mushrooms. What's that mushroom? See it? The white one?
I think it's the same one.
I don't know, we're higher though. This might be Mazutakis. These might be Mazutakis. He thinks it's a Racilla, a sipid Racilla. Yeah, it might be a Matsu. Let's check it out. Hey, we might be a Matsu. We'll be in Seattle next week. Same? Same, but different. I don't know though, dude. It might, we're not gonna eat this one, but where did I put my knife? I don't know where I put my knife, everyone. Dang it. I don't know where my knife's at, guys. I don't know, smell this one though, Will. That one smells a little different. It smells sweeter. And I found lots of Mazutakis and found that they really don't have like that incredible, people like them a lot, but I think it's more because you can get a lot of them. Because they don't have a real strong flavor. They taste more just like a store-bought mushroom, like a cremini or something of the sort. So, I don't know. Let's see what else this road has to offer. Well, here's the end of it. The deer camp, or an elk camp, one of the couple. One of the two, nonetheless. My feeling means nothing. This feeling means nothing. Oh, almost got a tree there. A lot of beeping going on. A lot of beeping. Okay. We're beeping so much. Okay, we're good. Yeah, pretty sweet little camp back here. But nonetheless, worthless. Just kidding, it has a lot of worth. Okay, well, we weren't the best providers today. We weren't the best foragers, if you will. But I got a backup plan. Sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. did it, kids. We got him. We did it well. Now, that was actually my best friend Amanda's garden. So, guys, we do not condone stealing on Stay Fishy, especially out of people's gardens. But we spent so much time today looking for a buck and driving around the mountains for hours and hours that we didn't get a whole lot of time to harvest much for dinner tonight. So I made an executive decision to steal from a friend's garden. Now on to camp. Where we're gonna camp tonight, there still is an option to get some more food. So that is still in the running that we will have a nice, glorious, hand harvested dinner. But we gotta get there first. Let's go.
The one right in the middle.
Of course, everybody. Sean, cut to the B-roll of what I'm filming right now. Of course, everybody, there's a bunch of deer out right there, hanging out on private property. I do know the people that own this property, but I'm not gonna bother calling them because there isn't any. There's one little tiny buck there, but all day, we've hunted all day, and in these 2 fields, we've seen about 50 deer.
Right.
Typical, but we have spotted a buck. So tomorrow morning, we're gonna hunt this buck. In particular, we didn't really have enough time tonight because of where we saw it. So tonight, we're gonna try to get some fish. We're getting close to the fishing spot. So we're gonna go down, watch this sun go down, this beautiful sunset you guys are seeing behind us. And we're gonna try to catch fish for dinner. Oh, there's another one. There's a bunch of turkeys. Holy moly, look at all them turkeys. Gobble, gobble. Those are toms too.
Yeah, all the toms.
All big toms. Oh man, guys, check this out. Real live action toms. Live action toms right there. Look at them all. We're in the witching hour of fall right now, everyone. We're in the witching hour of fall. Are those big toms?
Some of them are, yeah.
Oh yeah, Jakey
Yeah,
poos? Yakey poos? Dang it, man. Flipping private property. We've been good boys, hunting public land all day. Been honest, true public land hunters. Little doesn't like it. He doesn't appreciate it. No, this is stupid. Let's go back to the private ground. And again, right on the road. Look at these guys. Look at these guys just teasing us. A little buck? Oh, yeah, it is. It is a buck too. Look at that. These guys. This isn't even fair. Look, that's a legal buck too.
He's got one antler.
Is it like leaning back?
I don't know. It looks like there's
I
one.
don't know. But he's literally right there. Hello. Hello, friends. Good evening, dear.
Oh yeah, it is laying back.
Oh, it's laying against his head?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, it's laying back.
Well, we're not getting that one either. The dogs are pissed. They're like, guys, I thought we were hunting.
Right?
I thought we were going for meat.
You're letting them go.
You're letting them go. They were right there. Okay, we got a fishing rod, stolen veggies, and this lure that I want to use that is extremely stuck in this bag. I'm running out of daylight too. We're running out of daylight, but we're down. We're here. We're here at the river. There's a good chance that there's going to be a coho or a chinook in this hole or a steelhead. So fingers crossed. Let's get in there and let's get us some dinner. All right, that came out way easier than I thought it was gonna. We've got it. We've got it. We've got it. This is one of those moments where you're like shaking. One, just because we saw a bunch of deer. 2, because I really want to catch a fish. 3, because I'm hungry. Just kidding. I'm sure we could miss a meal. Cue all the trolls in the comments. Yeah, nice dad bod. Whatever. Dad bods are in. Trust me. Take it from me. Okay. Here's our only chance. Here's our only chance. The water's pretty dang high right here, but whatever. I've seen crazier things happen. Ooh, there's gonna be a fish in there. There's gonna be a fish. I gotta pee first though. Hold please. All right, it's go time. Let's do it. Oh, got hit. Oh, that was a coho rolled right there. Coho rolled right there. Right where I just cast it. All right, sucker hole. Call this one the sucker hole. Hopefully it's the coho hole, not sucker hole. Okay. Okay, kids, come on down. Come on down, kiddos. All right, here we are, everybody. Here we are. Last chance for dinner. Last chance for dinner. Come on, Indy Coho. Oh, one just rolled in front of me. Just rolled in front of me. That might have been a Chinook too. Okay, here we go. Right by it right now. Come on, eat it. Dang it. Oh, I got hit right at the bank. Okay. We're rolling all over down here. Rolling all over down here. Come on, dinner. Don't want to be a vegetarian tonight. Oh my God, there was another one just rolled. Son of a... On another one, they're rolling everywhere. Chill. Chill, you two. Oh, Minnie fell in. Oh God, Minnie fell in. Minnie fell in. Oh, come on, man. Get out. No, don't you shake off right next to me. Oh, come on, dude. There's Chinook rolling all over in here. Please eat a wiggler. Eat a wiggler, Nook. A wiggler, Nook. Eat a wiggler, you Nook. You just call me a Nook. Minnie, what the hell are you doing, you mutt? You crazy mutt. You're a nut mutt. She's a nut mutt. You figured it out. She's a nut mutt. You gotta be kidding me right now. How did not one bite? Not a single one of them bit, people. They want us to be vegetarians. And that's not fair. That's not fair, fish. I don't want to be a vegetarian tonight. Witching hour did not provide. We're out of time. I guess we're gonna be vegetarians tonight. Dang it. That's like the old saying. Vegetarian's Indian word for bad hunter. That we were. Let's go. Just kidding. You knew we weren't gonna be vegetarians. This is the fish from 2 days ago. Smells good. Must be good. We're not going hungry. Right down there. I should give myself a little finger hole. That. And one right down the collars. Bam! Dinner. Oh, just beautiful fish too. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous, Barbara. Just gorgeous. All right, some good looking fish. Time to get a fire going. Let's get a little crack stove going. Let's get to cooking. Heavy duty my ass. Okay, grocery outlet. False advertising, man. Hey, that's false advertising.
Double bag it.
Double bag it. Gotta fold it over, flip it around, back it up. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Fold this little part over. Damn good. Damn good. We're gonna go just, because we forgot the hippie cowboy, we'll go a little bit of blackened. Little bit of blackened. Just a wee tad of the mayonnaise. Sir, do you have any mayonnaise? Well, yes, sir, I do. Not much on the mayonnaise because the second ingredient is really gonna make this. We'll go one line of mayo. And then, everybody, hold the phone. One of my new favorite recipes. We're gonna do a stone ground, hazy little thing, German style, whole seed mustard. Ooh, that smells good. And this may seem crazy, but honestly, everybody, this is probably my new favorite recipe that I've found lately for doing fish recipes like this. It's absolutely, absolutely delicious. Okay, go nice little dab here. Nice little dab here. Little and Minnie are having way too much fun right now. Okay. I'm just gonna rub that around. Sometimes you gotta rub your meat. Beautiful. Ooh.
That looks delicious.
Oh man, the stone ground. Have you ever had it like this?
Mm-mm.
No, everybody, the man behind the camera has seen more salmon than just about anybody, any of us here in the world knows. And he's never had this recipe, so I'm honored. I'm honored. It's gonna be his new favorite.
Yeah.
It's just a great way. One thing I always say when people are like, oh, you know, I've eaten fish my whole life, I don't like it that much. I'm like, man, you just suck at cooking. You know, even just fish plain all the time tastes good. Yesterday we were eating dried fish all day, and literally just salted and dried fish. Amazing. We finished the bag in like 2 hours. Now today we're eating this fish. Woo! All right, let's get a fire going. Okay, one more little deal before it goes on. I'll put this on the top, and it should be good. Well, good morning. We are back on the road. Beautiful fall colors, perfect morning to kill a deer. Slept in a little bit too long. It was damn cold last night, but I'm not ashamed because we slept good, had a great night, had a great meal last night, and today is the last chance that we have to get a buck. We'll have to take off after this, and then there goes the deer tag. So we gotta follow the rules around here. That's how the world goes around. Look at these leaves though. Look at this. Unreal. It is truly fall in the essence of the word and the season. It's truly actually fall. But we got a pretty good idea where this one buck is. Let's get to it. Let's see if we can get a shot at it. And let's see if we can fill our freezer for the whole winter. Let's go. Okay, Will just jumped out of the truck. We saw the buck. He jumped out of the truck, he grabbed the gun, and he took off. I don't know what's gonna happen next. I don't know what's gonna happen next. The deer is right over there. I'm gonna circle back around and see. Get him, dude?
Yeah, I got him.
Got him. We got a dead deer.
Yeah, got him down.
Oh, I heard 2 shots. You missed him the first time?
I missed him the first time.
All right. I think it's the same.
He didn't run very far, so
okay.
we got another shot at him.
We got some deer meat. Okay, we're gonna give this thing a little bit of a rest. I'm gonna make sure that thing actually dies well. It has a nice, safe, and peaceful death. Sounds like he made a pretty good shot. I could hear it. It sounded like it hit a freaking barn door. But yes, we got him. We're gonna walk over and take a look at it here. I see a dead deer, brother. I see a dead buck. Oh, he's perfect. He's perfect. Nice shot, right in the neck too. Gonna save all that meat. That whole body's gonna be perfect. Look at you, brother. Give me another 5. That's a deer down, everybody. That's a deer down. That's a cutie guy.
Nice one.
It's actually not the one we were looking at last night. The one we were looking at last night only had 2 of these little forks. So this is a perfect little eater buck.
Right.
I couldn't really tell the difference though. I mean, the other buck was standing right over there too. We saw him when we came in. We decided to turn around, come back, and this one was standing here, and we said, okay, well, that's the one. It's got to be the one. And he's the one now.
He's the one.
Right on. Yes. Oh man, what a blessing. Just feels so good. Honestly, we did pretty good. It only took us about 3 days of hunting, which is kind of, you know, some people, they spend their whole life trying to get a deer, and it took us 3 days. No fish, but we got some mushrooms, stole some vegetables. All in all, this has been an absolute perfect hunting trip. Yeah. Okay, time to do the dirty work. All I know is tenderloin's gonna be perfect, back straps are gonna be perfect. The neck shot is clutch sometimes. It's not always the best, especially on some really big deer, but that gun we used is a high enough caliber that it worked out, and it works. So let's get this camera set up, let's get to gutting. Yeah, well, you guys are gonna be along for this ride, start to finish. And now is the process of getting the meat prepped. So we got a nice pole here in the front yard. Nice ring on this side. We're gonna strap them up like this. And now starts the process of trying to dry this meat. You can get it all ready. It's best to age the meat in particular. So we're gonna give it a couple of days, probably 4, 5, 6 days of hanging here in some nice cool weather. And then we're gonna eat it and cut it up. So we gotta wait a couple more days. Except there is one meal that we are gonna get to have. There we go. Now let's just wrap it around this one. Like that. Keep it tight. Sick! That's a deer hanging! Alright, we got some meat. Got it all cleaned out in there. Nice, clean exit job, extraction job. Yep, pretty nice. Pretty nice. But we're not going to eat these yet, even though it looks so good. But we're going to go soak them in some salt water, let them kind of fall apart a little bit, maybe for like a night, get them in there for a couple hours at least, and then this will be dinner. Well, I changed my mind. We're not gonna cook the tenderloins and heart. We're gonna save that for the next video. And this time, I'm actually gonna show you guys the entire after process of how to take care of the meat. And honestly, I think it's probably my favorite part of the process, is the butchering part, the breaking down the meat, packaging it up, and making it last you the entire rest of the year. But just so happens that life threw me a curveball. I have actually already recorded this, everybody, and it didn't work. It didn't work. Somehow, the audio on the GoPro didn't work. So we're gonna throw a little comedy loop in here, and I'm gonna commentate. Let's go. Okay, so here we go. Big piece of meat, leg bone, lots of membrane, gotta remove it. So what we're gonna do first off is really important to have a super sharp knife here and just get right under that little bit of that layer, basically the fascia, if you will. We're just gonna take all that little fascia tissue, fasciole, if you will, I don't know, tomato, and we're gonna take all that extra little bits on the outside of these cuts of meat off, so that we have a nice clean piece at the very end of the process here. So we're gonna clean each side, get all that old dead skin off, basically all that bloodshot material, anything that's gonna taste bad if you put it in your mouth. And then we're gonna start breaking it fully apart here. Shing, 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 foom, 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 whack, meat. Shing, 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 foom, 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 shing, shing, foom, foom, shing, 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 boom, 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 shing, 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 shing. Sparkle, sparkle. You know, I have to say probably my favorite part of the hunt and the whole process of living off the land and harvesting game animals is this part right here. Being able to get to know the anatomy, get to know the creature's habits. I mean, top to bottom, you are really just fully enveloping yourself in the world of these animals. And it's pretty cool at the whole process of getting to know where each of these little layers meets and which cuts go with what cut. You obviously mess up a lot of these going through the process of learning, but I've actually got it down pretty good over the years. And as you can see, splat, wham, meat. Now we engage super speed butcher. Shing, 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 shing. Splat. Shing, 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 shing. Sparkle, sparkle, shing, 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 shing. We're almost there, everybody. We are almost there. We are down to the dog food and the jerky and just nothing but the bone. Well, and that's it, everybody. Nothing left but the bone and the tendon. Now, the reason we're all here, it's time to enjoy the fruits of our loins. I'm gonna take the last little bits of that tendon and any of that membrane off, and I'm actually gonna fillet this little piece. If I'm not mistaken, I'm sure there'll be some critics in the comments here, but I'm pretty sure this is a little miniature top sirloin. So I'm gonna take that little bit of tendon off, just clean it up nice and pretty. You gotta have sexy meat. We all know, you gotta have sexy meat. So we're gonna make basically just little medallion steaks here. I'm gonna cut each of these into about an inch and a half size steak. Really just, if you cut them too thin, it dries out and it cooks way too quick. We wanna have a nice juicy steak here. So I'm gonna clean that last little bit of stuff off there because obviously we have to. It's gotta look perfect. And now we're gonna cut our little medallions here. Oh, just kidding, just kidding. Okay, now we're gonna do it. Nope, we're gonna flip it one more time. And one more time. Gotta play with your meat. So like I said, I'm gonna cut about inch and a half thick little medallion steaks here, making sure not to cut my finger off. Oh yeah, oh, look at the color of that meat. That is some of the most pure protein in the world right there. 4 legs, protein machine. So I'm gonna go with a little bit of Pontac here, which is basically a Worcestershire sauce. I'm gonna roll that around in it, get a nice little coating, and then the hippie cowboy comes out on the winter drop, on the holiday drop, everybody. So be ready. We're gonna crank the stove up to 9.5, a little bit of oil, get that stuff nice and hot. Now, after we've let the steak and the seasoning get to know each other a little bit, we're gonna add a little bit of a breading here. We're going with kind of a chicken fried steak, but more of a deer fried steak, if you will. We're gonna go a little bit of panko, a little Italian flavored panko. And one important fact here is to roll this stuff in that panko immediately before you lay it in the pan, or else it won't stick to the meat and then you'll just have a mess. That's basically what happens. Next round of steaks going in. Shake, 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 Sharona. Shake, shake. Some interesting camera angles here from Mr. Phil, from Best Bud Phil. Thanks for the help, buddy, but yeah. Yeah, I'm sure we all know. I'm sure we all know exactly what that sounds like. Sounds like deliciousness to me. Nice golden brown on that side after about 4 minutes. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Those are perfect. They're perfect. Oh my God. Shing, 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 shing. Only one side needed sharpened apparently. And here we go. We're cutting our servings here. I like to just make a big pile of meat, you know, because sometimes that's what we all need in life. It's just a big old pile of meat. Oh my God, those look so good. Now, because the Hippie Cowboy seasoning doesn't have a ton of salt in it, and I do that for a reason, everybody, so that you don't over salt your recipes. I'm gonna add a little bit of this finishing salt at the end. This is an alder smoked salt, and any kind of smoked salt or just a finishing salt in general, a big flaky sea salt, those big chunks really, really is beautiful. All right, time for the best bud test. Phil does not eat a ton of wild game, so I'm interested to see what he thinks. He looks enthused. I'm happy. Munch, 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 munch. I'm in heaven. Heaven on earth, everybody. I really do like the panko here. I used the instant potatoes a lot on this recipe, but the panko is a great way to go. Adds a nice little crunch with the Hippie Cowboy. You got all the blends of herbs and spices, and all in all, an absolutely perfect meal. Well, I must say, it was a perfect episode. Maybe not so perfect considering that last little part, but nonetheless, we're filling the freezer. I got to spend time with one of my best friends in the world, and you know what? We got some meat. I actually, on the next episode after this one, everybody, I head to my buddy John's property and have an incredible adventure, somewhat similar to this one. So if you want to see that, tune in next week, same time, same place. You all stay fishy. We'll see you out there.